we'd be reliant on individual nation states to have their own ideas and thoughts on where they think they should be going and what best suits their market and their people and their economy.
Yeah.
But certainly Australia is more than willing to assist where assistance is sought, to lend some expertise. As a good example, Australia's been working towards setting up Australia as a financial services hub and being able to reach out to Asia, sharing our expertise of funds management, for example, or whether it's in insurance management or insurance expertise or banking systems and a whole range of other things, or pension funds. And that's progressing well. I think there's the Asian region funds passport that Australia's working with 12 other countries to further develop. I think that's a great opportunity where across jurisdictions where countries can agree on set platforms and set standard terms, we can have the better exchange of capital inflows in and out, and I think there's lots of opportunity within our region. Well, I think there are, everyone should have some concerns always in terms of the volumes and just what it means more broadly. But each country has its own opportunities to look at what best suits its own economy, how to deal with global circumstances as well as domestic ones. So it is really up to each country to really determine its best course of action. Whether it's Japan or whether it's any other economy, it has a very sound understanding of its own place, its own position, its own fiscal and monetary policies, and what it needs to do to get through difficult times. I think everyone would agree that it's. The Australian dollar has been well above parity to the US dollar now for quite some time, and doesn't look like easing off. It's fluctuating around the $1 and 3 or 4 or even 5 cents. It's very high. Obviously, that makes it difficult for Australian exporters and makes it difficult for the Australian economy. It is an issue. We've acknowledged it many times. We'd like to see it come down, but we're not always in full control of how that can happen. But look, that being the case, though, high Australian dollar is only one element of our economy. We've got many other very strong parts of our economy, a very low debt-to-GDP ratio of around 10%, very manageable, very low by global terms, unemployment rates at around 5.5%, still too high but still very good, and certainly very competitive. And we've got great opportunity for skills migration and opportunity for jobs and jobs growth in Australia. Our resources sector, while it's certainly been suffering a little due to there's a bit of a slowdown in China, but also the high Australian dollar. We're not seeing a collapse. What we're seeing is just an easing off. It's still a significant part of our economy, but it's not the only part of our economy. It's a small part, even though it's significant. And there's many opportunities for Australia, and we still have a lot of capacity to grow, to innovate. I actually think. I think as difficult as things are, if you look around, the room here at ADB in India, each country is, I think, putting forward really positive face. So for the next 12 months, it's very short term, but hopefully we'll see growth really starting to drive global economy again. I mean, the whole story of this ADB is just going to be about growth. It's and of course, and that in turn is where is the growth? Well, it's in Asia Pacific. So I think it's a positive story, and I think we're in the right place. If you know what I mean, like for Australia, for Asian countries, for Pacific countries, we're in the right place.